going to add a facing and bag it out around the concealed zip. This only works with the concealed zip. So you put this in, this is your top edge and your concealed zip's in. You attach your facing, so your facings are cut the same length. You start sewing 5 centimetres in, leaving that bit open from the zip, and then you would sew all the way around with your seam allowance. So I'm just going to do 1 centimetre, but you'll probably have 1.5. So all the way around, and then if obviously you're coming back on the other side of the zip, if it's a whole circle, a waist seam or something, you will then also stop short by about 5 centimetres. You then have your fabric laid flat, and your facing at the moment matches, but you are going to displace it. So you're going to reduce that facing by 1/4 inch, 7 millimeters. You're going to trim that off or just move it over. So you've taken 1/4 inch off. So at the moment you've got a gap there, and then you're going to line those up to the edges. So this is going to be tight on this edge, and then you sew that with your foot up against the teeth. Make sure you catch all the layers. So you've got the garment, the zip tape and the facing, but you don't need to go right up. Or you can use a zip foot, but you don't need to, shouldn't need to. So when you've sewn it, you can see you've caught the zip tape and the seam. Now you need to fold it on the zip teeth. So where you cut this edge short, you get like a little mouth, one edge is longer than the other, and that now allows you to roll that where the zip teeth are. So that edge there is where the zip teeth are, and that will then lay flat. Okay, so you roll it on the zip teeth edge, and then you sew your seam allowance. I'm using 1 and 1, but you might use 1.5. And now it's laying flat. So that 1/4 inch that you've displaced it, 7 millimeters, and you're just joining that last 5 centimeters up, so that the facing and the front are laying flat. Trim all your seams. And what that then allows you to do, you can just do this top edge first. If you've got a whole garment coming down, you can go back afterwards and do that bit and just concentrate on the top edge if it's easier. You then just fold that. I don't need to trim it unless it's bulky. And then the bit that you've cut away, the zip tape is using. And that is how you finish a concealed zip with a facing nicely.